Like I said, we're not gonna prolong it. We're gonna get straight into it. So first off, I've been trucking a while. Been trucking a long time. I use snap binders, 6 of them. I like snap. I know a lot of people are like, why you don't get the ratchet? That's not what I like. I grew up using these. If you don't know anything about me, I'll pop one of those using these. So that should tell you I can get it real tight. 6 of those. Got 6 70 gauge 5/16 chains, 20 feet long. You gotta have this to work this. All go hand in hand. All right. That's gonna pull it down if you run the containers. I hadn't used this stuff in a while because I've been blessed since I got in with a direct shipper, so I don't have to use this stuff, but I will. Certain little tools you're gonna need: pliers, edge protectors. I have plastic and metals. I left the plastic ones on. I forgot. You got all kind of bits. I actually have other ones up on the truck also, bigger ones. We'll talk about that in a second. Just certain things that you may need to work on out here on the road. You never know. This thing, I forgot what it's called, to stop to go down here. Tire protect to stop when you're loading freight on, so you can't move it. But this, let me get back to this real quick. You'll use chains for heavy stuff, containers, i.e., or if you got something with wheels on it, generators and stuff like that. You want to use that for. That's what the chains are for. All my products, as far as this stuff go, come from MyT Products. All my tools come from Harbor Freight, and then I use all Cobalt come from Lowe's. We're gonna talk about that in a second when I get down there. 2-inch straps. I got 10 of them. Got 10 2-inch straps. Actually, I got a little more than that. I'm lying. I got like about 14 of them. I got 24-inch straps. I use these a lot. This is just the new stuff. I didn't bring out the old stuff just so it can look good for you guys. The ratchets, 4-inch ratchets. This is what I use mainly. This stuff, trust me, you can never have enough of this on your truck. Let me say it again. You can never have enough of this on your truck because you never know what you're going to come into. I remember one time I had to use, give or take, maybe 20 straps. It was about 22 straps on some stuff that we loaded on one day and everything like that. Saw. I only used this saw one time. This is a new blade. The saw come in handy when they drilling on your trailer and some of the stuff you may have to cut up or get off your trailer if you can't get it off. If you can't get it off, you want to use that. That's what the saw is for. This, just to help you with tires or dig up something, you know, just a little certain odds and ends or some things that you may have to use when you're doing truck maintenance. This mallet, rubber mallet, is to check tires. So when you out here and want to check your tires, you want to know if they flat or whatever. That way you can know what's going on, just checking your gear. That's pre-trip inspection. That's something that you always need to do. This 20 ton jack. So 20-ton jack is good for, you got that flat tire and you need to get up under there. You simply screw this up like this. You screw it up just like that when it's up under there, and the little thing, you just jack it up so we can take the tire off. You don't want to be on the side of the road, or you don't want to be somewhere at night. You don't want to be there long. You want to be able to do this stuff quick, especially if it's in an unsafe place. Torque wrench. Gotta have a torque wrench. Why? Same thing. You can tighten this stuff up tight, but if it's not torqued down to spec, there's still always a possibility that one of your lug nuts or all your lug nuts or your tire can fly off. So you want to make sure that you got your torque, and it should be on my truck it's 150, on the trailer it's 90 or it's 100, but I just torque everything down to 150, me personally, be on the safe side. This right here is for the gooseneck. This is part of my lock setup. It's over $200 I paid for it. When you're out on the road, you might have to cut loose, and you might want to go get your son to eat, or a night out on the town or something like that when you're doing your reset, and that a little cheap $50 one is just not gonna cut it. This one right here, I paid for it, and it's worth its weight in gold. Trust me, you'll thank me later for it and stuff. You just look online. I don't know the name of it. It don't have no name on it. I seen it, I looked at it, and I ordered it and stuff. So, and it basically, once you put the gooseneck on there, you come in like this. You come in here like this, right here. Drop it down. You close it like that. Take this lock, and then you put it in there like so, like that. And then it's a key that go in there, and you put your key in there and you lock it. So you know, you don't have to disconnect the gooseneck or nothing like that. Matter of fact, let me show y'all a little bit. And this is what I keep all my gear in right here. But so that goes on to the gooseneck down there, as you can see. You go right onto the gooseneck when you hook it on, and then that's the other part of it. So if they think they're stealing something, they're not, and everything. That's another part of the lock stuff that I paid for it. So I don't have to take the actual neck off. I can just lock it up, and they're not gonna be able to unscrew it either and stuff. All right. Impact drill. This impact, like I say, I only run Cobalt products. That's what I like. I know everybody gonna be like, why you didn't get DeWalt or the red one? I forgot, Michelin or whatever they call it. Nope, this is what I like. It run real good. Same price as all the other ones, just my preference. Might be a little bit cheaper. I don't know, $20 or $30, but same price. This for the tires. I could use this one for the tires, but I don't. I use this one. Let's get it off and get it going real quick. You know, so when you're out here on the side of the road, boom, 1/2 inch, throw it on there, let's go. Another impact drill, just in case you have to drill dunnage down, or you might have to do some kind of miscellaneous work or something like that. You want to make sure that you got everything that you need when you're out here on the road. Everything, it's important. Shoes, you know, you go to some places, they want you to have proper PPE. So you gotta have your boots, your hard hat, your safety vests, and your gloves and stuff like that. So, you know, you wanna make sure you got all that stuff in order and everything like that. Gloves, I have 3 different pair of gloves for 3 different uses. This right here, these gloves, these are my gear gloves. So when I'm ratcheting stuff down and just using it, whatever I'm using on the back of the trailer, you know, this is what I use. I got a pair of leather gloves that I use just for fuel, because you know how messy those little things can be out there. And then I have those little cheap $3, $4 gloves for when we out here and it's a rainy day, because folks, you will be out here in the rain. Let me say it to you again, folks, you will be out here in the rain some days when the weather's bad. You might have to patch your tire, you need that. So don't overlook it. Late night flashlight. I got tarps up there. I got some more rubber. I got two tarps. I never used them, I ain't gonna lie to you. 2 tarps. There's one tarp right there, and there's another tarp over there with a dunnage at. They're 20 feet long, 4-foot drop. They're ultra light. You don't want to get those heavy tarps. I got probably in there right there. Yeah. Excuse the mess, y'all. Got maybe 50 or 60 bungees in there, probably more than that. That's why I keep some of the gear, and I got a 50-gallon ox tank on there. That's pretty much it for that and stuff. But let me get back into this. But this is all the gear that I carry with me and everything like that. Oh, grease gun. You're gonna need the grease gun. This is handy. This is gonna be a lifesaver, especially for all you guys that if you run hard like I run. I do OTR most of the time, regional to OTR, never local. Of course, it's hard to do local anyway. But you're gonna have to keep these axles greased up. Every 10 to 12,000 miles, you need to be greasing your axles and staying on top of that part of your maintenance. Don't let a $30 job cost you $400 or $500. Let me say it again to you. Don't let a $30 job cost you $400 or $500, because it will cost you in the long run. You want to make sure at the end of the day that you're doing your proper maintenance. And I actually got this stuff out here today because I am going to do axle maintenance and stuff today. But you want to make sure that you got everything that you need. Like I say, it's pretty much everything that I got out here, guys. Like I say, most of this stuff I don't use, and some of this stuff you hope you never have to use it, but you better have it just in case. Like I say, the chains and binders I don't use. Straps I use all the time. Chains and binders I hadn't used probably about 4 months, 5 months. Straps I use twice a week, 3 times a week and stuff, depending on my run. Boots, you want comfortable boots. You want comfortable boots out here, especially when you're driving. My recommendation is not to wear flip-flops when you drive. I know we all like to wear our Crocs, put on our Crocs, but you rather either have your work boots that you can run in and keep the swelling down on your legs, or some tennis shoes or something like that. So that's what I run in. I use my Crocs when I'm at home or when I'm going to take a shower and stuff like that. But back to the trailer. Let me give y'all a walk around of the trailer and stuff. It's a trailer. You can see all the little trailer information that you want to see and everything right here. I got the trailer D-rated, so everybody want to know, is it D-rated? Yep, it's 12,000 pounds, as you can see right there. I'm not blurring out nothing or worried about that. Like I say, 8K axles. 8K axles on here. I didn't want the 7K axles. 8K just a little more beefier. All right. So we running strong, so we want to keep everything beefed up as best we can. I have another trailer. It's 21K axle. It's a Lamar. This is a Skylar. You can go and get you a PJ or a Diamond C or whatever. These trailers work fine for me. Mega ramps on it, as you can see. Just the easy peasy one. Yeah, that's it. Truck is a 2017 Tradesman. Don't make a mistake like I did my first truck. I went and bought the old mega cab and all that stuff and spend all that money for what? You don't need that. This is a work truck. That's just my point. I understand you want to be comfortable, but this does the same thing. It's a 2017. I bought it with 24,000 miles. I've been driving this one for 4 months now, and I put 50,000 on there. So it's a diamond in the rough. The trailer was brand new when I bought it also and everything. And it's a good trailer and stuff. Yeah, that's it. Really, so it's nothing fancy in the truck. If you know about Rams, then you know what it is. Yeah, it's got the AC transmission and all that. Everybody say get that and all that stuff. But this is mainly like the gear that you're going to use though to run your loads and stuff. If you have any questions, comments, or anything, please feel free to leave it. Like I said, at the end of the day, My name is Jay. My channel is the Hotshot guy. So just hit me up, click like, subscribe for me. Thank you. Let's run it up. Oh, and one more thing. We are going to be doing giveaways on this channel. Once we get to 400 subscribers, mark me in stone on this day. Today is the, gonna look at the date. Once we get this channel, it's, you see, it's Sunday, July 20th at 9:16 a.m. in the morning. Once we get this channel up to 400, we are going to be doing giveaways. We're going to do a raffle. You know, we're going to do one. We're going to do a $3 or $5 raffle. I mean, $5 entry fees, raffles, or whatever, giveaways for a drill set. We're going to do it. All right. And we're going to run it up. And the goal is to get the channel up to a point where I like helping people out. And yeah, the raffles, you know, we're going to take the money and we're going to reinvest it. So the goal is to one day be able to give away a truck and a trailer. All right. So we run it up. That's going to be the goal, to give away truck and trailer with the channel, you know, multiple times, not just one time. But we're going to start off with this right here. We're going to start, not this one. Yours is going to be brand new. These are my personal ones. We're going to start off with this. All right. So like I say, please follow the page. Please like, subscribe, and share, and tell everybody else to come join. Have a good day. Out.